guys? Welcome to Smoke and Ball, and we're back
What's
with
good,
another
y'all?
episode.
Welcome
Diggs,
to the pod.
Diggs was scared last week. That's why his ass didn't show up to the show because he thought his team was going to lose. But
That's
Diggs,
incorrect.
real
you
quick,
picked a
That's
before
nice
we
week to
incorrect.
show up.
before we get into the game, I wanted to say he was almost right on your ass. They almost beat y'all,
I had my doubts,
and you
but my defense came
and
supreme. My defense reigned supreme, baby.
I'm gonna say they looked a little shaky too, man. But we'll get into
Hey,
that.
well,
That two-point
wait a minute,
conversion would have
wait a
had
minute.
y'all.
I want to put something out there. Okay, all right. It's actually a history with most teams, whether they have a winning streak or whether they have a losing streak. When they come off a bye week, they don't come off a bye week strong. This is my first game back in 23 days. Okay,
That's
all
why I
right.
picked you guys to lose, but you're just unbelievably lucky, and it's like kind of getting
See, I'm
ridiculous.
hearing excuses now. You see,
Broncos,
what I
the
find
Broncos are
weird
the
is,
worst
you
10 and 2
see,
team
when
ever.
when the Chiefs would win 12 fucking games in a down row by one fucking score, everybody said, "Oh, they're still a great team." But when my team does it, it's like, you guys are fucking lucky. You guys are trash. You guys are fraud. But guess what?
Yes,
You can call me what
yes,
you want to call me
yes,
because it
Diggs.
don't matter. In
All
the end of the
right,
day,
all right.
we
Let
got
me
10
Exactly what
wins.
check it
happened.
out. Hold on,
Okay,
real
we
quick.
respect the Chiefs.
I'm gonna let them know what
People
Diggs.
respect the Chiefs.
I'm gonna let the fans know what Diggs here.
All
This
right.
is the trophies that the fellas
Yes,
will
yes,
get.
yes. We know about the trophies. We will. We're on it.
All
All
right,
right, we gotta keep it
Thursday.
moving. We gotta kick off the show. Packers at Lions. All right, this is how we started things off. This
I gotta get my damn book
Thanksgiving.
for this
I
shit.
got my shit right here. Oh, I don't even know my football book. Go ahead, keep me listening.
All right, Neville, you got this one. This was your lone wolf pick. The Packers pulled it off. They looked pretty good out there. Jordan Love had 4 passing touchdowns. He looked great, and really good victory for the Packers. Um, we're just recapping these quickly because we went over them already. But Chiefs at Cowboys. As we know, the Cowboys pulled this one out. That was my lone wolf pick. And hell of a game from Dak Prescott. Hell of a game from Mahomes. He made some unbelievable plays. But at the end of the day, the Cowboys were able to pull it out at home. Bengals at Ravens. Diggs, congratulations. This was your lone wolf pick. And
Joe
you
fucking Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Joe fucking Burrow, okay?
he
You
actually
can't
looked
say
pretty
no
good.
to Joe Burrow. That
Hey, we
motherfucker
got
will
to slow
always
our
be in the
roll.
game,
Hey,
man.
we should slow our roll because we were saying Matthew fucking Stafford, and look how that turned out this
It's
week. But
still
we'll get there. We'll
it's
get
still
there.
Matthew Stafford though.
We'll, it is. It is. I just don't want to jinx anybody. So he can be Joe fucking Burrow this week, and we'll see what happens next week. But
My
next
bad.
game, Bears at Eagles. This was your lone wolf pick, so good job there. Moving forward.
Hey, man, Ben
What just
Johnson, bro.
happened? Why is this on my screen? Okay. Okay, there we go. My bad.
All right. Okay, so now we're getting into the games that happened after the Black Friday. Okay, we got the Saints at the Dolphins. We all got this one right. The Dolphins ended up winning this game.
That was the most sloppiest win I've ever seen,
Hey,
period.
a win's a win.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you should talk. You should talk.
I will.
Anyway,
It
next
wasn't my
game.
offense that was a problem this time.
Yeah, I agree with that. It was
Uh,
definitely the defense.
It was the defense that almost cost me that game, thank you very
I
much.
mean, hey, Mariota came to play.
It looked
Bro,
like
if that pass interference call, I mean that legal hands to the face wasn't called, okay, that would have been an interception. It would have been game the fuck over, okay, and I would not have nothing to worry about. We would have won by 3.
Were you scared?
yes, he was.
Was I
Anyway,
scared? I ain't gonna lie. We all boys, we all sports fans, we all competitive. But I can't sit here and say no that I wasn't a little worried. Yes, I was of course a little worried. But dude, when Bo Nix is in the fourth quarter and even in overtime of last year, okay, he has always been fucking clutch, dude. All right, and he did a phenomenal game, dude. I think they allowed him to pass the ball down the field a little bit more. He should have connected on a couple, had a few drops, but it was a good game, man. You know what I mean? But I guess for a Sunday night football game, which they tried to flex, by the way, you know what I mean? It actually was very entertaining in
it
my
really
eyes.
was. It really was. I can't even lie. It was a great game, nightcap.
Yeah.
But moving on, Texans at Colts. Diggs, this was your upset watch, and you got this one right. The Texans
Told you.
pulled this one out actually, and they defeated the
That was
Colts.
my upset watch too.
Yeah, I know it was Diggs and Neville, but Neville, you actually picked the Colts, but that was your upset
Right.
watch.
So that kind of saved my ass. So that goes towards my record, right? Are we gonna do it like that? Are we doing it like that, guys? You want to do it
No,
like
it's just
that?
like a
That's how
personal
I
pick.
thought we were doing it.
Like
That's how I thought we were doing it.
right, like
No, the upset
Like
watch.
so all the picks that we had picked from last week, right?
mm,
And this week, I guess we can count last week and this week, and we're gonna add all of those picks up together, wins and losses at the very end of the season.
right,
All right.
And that's who
And
wins the
from
trophy.
there, that's who wins the damn trophy.
right.
I think that's
Right,
fair.
right.
That's how
Upset
they
watch
do.
is just like your personal opinion. Like, hey, I still think this team might win, but if you want the win, you have to actually go with that team.
I feel
Watch. I guarantee you, next season, I'm gonna get myself a lone wolf hat. All right, and whoever wins the most lone wolf games, I'm gonna send that hat to you. Okay. All right. I'm gonna send that hat to you. All right. Shout out to the coach that actually thought of the lone wolf. All right. But I'm gonna start using the lone wolf, and whoever has the most wins that season off lone wolf picks, well, I will send that out to them, and they'll rock it for the next season, so on and so forth.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. All right, but
I like where we're going.
hey, how about that Texans defense though? We gotta stop
Bro,
underestimating them.
you know what? I can officially say that the Denver Broncos defense is number 2 in the league. I will give credit where credit's due. I know what defenses look like. It was very hard to sack Mariota. I can definitely say that, and it was also, that's the thing about Mariota. I knew that motherfucker was gonna run, man. I just knew it.
I'm
Okay.
back.
Go
ahead.
No, continue.
I'm back.
You had your hand up, bro, for a minute. I want to let you continue. Go ahead.
I'm jumping back on the Houston bandwagon.
They're your Texans level. They're your Texans. So you
Yeah,
should.
hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The way it looks like, you honestly have more of a chance to win with the Texans more because I'm not gonna lie. As much as I don't want Philly there, Philly's angry right now. Okay, they're angry. Okay, next game, bro. Oh, next game. I cannot
So
not
the Chargers
choose.
on Monday Night Football.
I cannot not choose the damn Eagles on this. They are pissed. They want to fuck somebody up, and they're gonna beat the shit out of the Chargers. That's what I definitely see. And it's not just because. It's not just because that's in my division. That's just how I see it, bro. Every time the Eagles have played, even last season, when they lose a damn game, okay, they have always come back defensively and offensively, clicked on all levels. I think Saquon Barkley's gonna have a fucking game that game.
I'm with Diggs on that one. All right, moving forward.
Hold on.
He want to chime in.
I have an objection on that, real quick.
Oh, okay. What do you got to say, Cheesehead?
The Chargers. Who's at home? That makes a difference.
Chargers.
You guys might be in trouble because.
Nope, I don't think so.
Hold on. Joe Burrow is also. Fucking Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
That team is also.
He fractured his hand though.
Oh.
He broke 3 bones in his wrist in his non-throwing hand though. Well, he's day to day. He did his surgery today. He's day to day right now. But it doesn't matter. The reason why I say they're gonna fucking win this game too, it doesn't matter about home defense. Okay, the defense for the Chargers are decent, but there's some people that are still banged up. Okay, that the pass rush won't be as dangerous. Their defense, their secondary is pretty decent too. But get this, right now in Philadelphia, it's cold as shit. Okay, you're gonna go to LA where it's fucking warm and they have a climate-controlled stadium, state of the art. I'm sorry. You're gonna have great running weathers for who? For number 6, who thrives off of fucking good weather.
I like that argument. That's a good argument, but I'm still gonna say.
Yeah, he's right. We can just get it when we get to my picks next week. That you choose the Chargers. Let's move on forward and look at me.
Yeah, I think it'll be a great game. I think the Eagles will pull it out too. But all right, now we'll keep it moving. Falcons at Jets. We all got this one wrong. The Jets played actually really good.
I can't believe that shit. Yeah, I really can't believe that shit. I was Tyrod Taylor. Oh my god, dude. He looked like he was a rookie again for a second.
No, he looked like Virginia Tech Tyrod Taylor. So.
Yeah, dude. That guy I told you about, the side guy, the guy I sent you, the side guy who roots for the Lakers. He also roots for the Georgia Bulldogs, and he's a diehard Atlanta Falcon fan. I seen his video reaction to that. Oh man, that guy hates fucking Kirk Cousins so bad, bro. Oh my god, dude. he doesn't want the head coach fired. He wants the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator fired. Both of
I
them.
wouldn't. I don't think it's Kirk Cousins' fault actually, but
I don't
again,
either. I
I
don't
get
either.
it. You want to blame somebody, but all right, moving on, guys.
I got eight.
49ers at
Oh, go ahead.
Browns. Yeah,
Wait,
49ers at Browns. This was Neville's upset watch, but the 49ers actually won.
upset my
Um,
ass.
Hey, I mean
yeah, 49ers.
Shador. That's the reason why.
Yeah, hey, Shador did good. But do you see that motherfucker arguing on the sideline with Jerry Judy? And he was just saying yes, 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 so he can get over with it. He
Hey,
didn't
that was
look like he was
ridiculous.
locked in. He didn't look like he was locked in. Like,
Jerry
yeah,
Judy was
I'm
not
telling
locked in,
you,
bro.
Jerry Judy is a decent wide receiver. He was a Denver Bronco, but he left because he got mad that we got rid of Russell Wilson.
All
He
right.
should have waited for his ass. Because if we had Jerry Judy, I feel like my offense would be a lot
Now,
fucking better. Okay.
Do you remember what Stephen A. Smith? No, not Stephen A. Smith. Stephen Smith said about Judy a long time ago.
Oh, Steve Smith.
Right.
Yeah, Steve Smith. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
He called out Jerry Judy a long
yeah,
time
well,
ago.
he called. I remember that when it was during a Monday Night Football game, and it was against the Bills. I remember this, bro. I know the history on this shit. Okay, it was about the draft. In the draft, Steve Smith made a comment about him being a fourth round wide receiver. He thinks he was wasted at being selected as a first. He believed that he has the potential to get to that level, but it wasn't being disrespectful. It was him as a wide receiver himself, Hall of fucking Famer, okay, that has done shit in the damn league, that knows what it takes to be a wide receiver in this game. All right, he was trying to be respectful about it. Okay, Jerry Judy took it the wrong fucking way. So when he tried to shake his hand to try to be like, hey, I apologize about what I said. It wasn't trying to like throw shots at you. I was just trying to encourage you to dig deep. You hear me? But what he said, he's like, fuck out of here, fam. I'm not shaking your hand. Fuck you. You know what I mean? He said that on live television. You know what I mean? And then what happened? Jerry Judy got a what was it, $127,000 fine because of that comment, because he swore it on national television.
Did you know that?
And then that same wide receiver dissed him right after that again. And he was like, you know what? I was going to be a man and say I was sorry, but you know what? No, you are not a first round wide receiver. You're a subpar receiver. You'll never be a Hall of Famer. You'll always end up on the short end of the stick, and you won't get resigned. And he was right about one of them, but I still believe Jerry Judy is a great wide receiver. He's getting mad because there are some plays that he was wide the fuck open, and Shador did not throw the ball to him. He threw the ball to the tight end. Or he tried to do the out route to Quinshon Judkins.
Look. Let me just get in right quick. It happens all the time. All right, we always have quarterbacks missing plays. Shador's a rookie. My point is, where was this energy for Dylan Gabriel? Dylan Gabriel didn't play that much better. It's not like this team has been like this offensive juggernaut, and now Shador's in there, and we're not moving the ball. Like, we always have sucked. We're the Browns.
I ain't gonna lie. I do believe that there's some slight racism in that shit. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm completely correct on that, but. I don't know why Steven Stefanski is still the head coach. I think he should have gotten fired the moment he signed Deshaun Watson to that ridiculous fucking deal. Do you see how good Baker's doing, regardless of what's been going on lately at their team, because they've been banged up on injuries? But dude, Baker Mayfield, dude, oh my god, dude, if he was still with the fucking Browns right now, they would probably be better than my team right now. Okay, that's how good Baker Mayfield is. Okay, and he loved that fucking team. He put that team on his back. And he did commercials. He did commercials in the damn stadium. You know what I mean?
So it was his home. It was his house.
So check this out real quick, right? The reason why I brought up the Stephen Smith thing is to add on to what I've noticed with what you guys are saying. I don't think it's not him being locked in. I think he just has a bad character. And when
Jerry Judy.
He has a bad character. And to backdoor what Tree said, I kind of agree when it comes to Shador. I don't think he can be blamed for anything that's going on with that offense unless he's throwing interceptions or holding on to the ball too long. Because that team, other than Myles Garrett, Shador Sanders, and Judy, who do they really have? And Judy's just like Stephen Smith say, a subpar receiver. So
yeah, he don't have no right.
Before that, I got one more quick question. Did we already go over the Rams game or no?
That's the next game. I'm about to get there right now.
I'm so excited for my pick, bro. Oh my god, dude.
Okay. Now, that's what happened with the Browns. Shout out to the 49ers. They won that game, but Shador will be all right. Jerry Judy, you sit down somewhere.
But next year he's gonna be the starter. They're gonna let Deshaun Watson go. He gonna take a buyout or a fucking cut, or they might trade his ass to a team that needs him, like Oh, I
Yeah,
know somebody. The fucking Jets. You know what I mean? Deshaun
yeah,
Watson's still a good quarterback, man.
So
He's
yeah.
still a good
We're not
quarterback.
so
gonna forget about Jerry Judy holding the ball and skipping his ass around when we played the Raiders. Okay, you want to talk about people making mistakes? This nigga was fucking like skipping when Shador got the ball and he got stripped from behind. So like, how about we lock in?
yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna move on to the upset of the week: Rams at Panthers. Congratulations, Diggs. This was your pick, and
That was a
somehow
good
the
pick.
Carolina Panthers won this game. Shout out to Bryce Young, bro. He actually looks. I can't make my mind up about it. I don't know if he's good or bad. I don't know if he's a franchise or not,
He's
but
inconsistent right now. That's why.
he's
I'm glad.
massive.
I'm glad I made this pick because I remember when we were going through this game. I originally wanted to choose the Rams, but after both of y'all choose them, I'm like, you know what, dude? I want to be opposite. But dude, it's just the way Bryce Young has been playing, and the running game is just something I couldn't ignore. Their defense is pretty decent, and on top of that, they didn't even have Jimmy Horn in that game, dude. I mean, like he was out. You know what I
Hey,
mean? Like they had their best defensive back that was out of the game, and then they were talking about who. Shout out to Matt Stafford, regardless for the loss, but he threw an NFL record of 28 touchdown passes without one interception.
Ooh,
Okay,
that's
he
a
threw
nice stat.
300. He threw 314 passes before even throwing a fucking interception, let alone an incompletion. So I ain't gonna lie. Regardless of how much I don't like the Patriots, and I may like Drake May, I'm telling you, I'm gonna say it to this day, and I probably say it on the next episode. Matthew Stafford will win MVP this season. I definitely see that fucking happening. Okay, all right, especially if they can lock up the one seed again. I definitely think that he's gonna win MVP for the season. But shout out to Carolina. I'm glad I chose them winning this game. I was very excited to win this for them to win this game. It doesn't really do anything for them technically, but make them at 500. You know what I mean? But still, win is win, and it's something to build on. It's something to actually peek at. Like, hey, this could be another sleeper team besides Tampa Bay and besides the other teams in the NFC, including the Cowboys.
I
I
can.
mean, Panthers have a chance to win this division. They can still win the South. So that game was huge. They're actually in contention.
So
And
they beat the Packers. That's all you need to do to convince me.
they beat the Cowboys. They beat a lot of credible teams. So this Panthers team is not don't sleep on them. Like Diggs was saying, don't sleep on this team. They win games and they beat good teams. So if this team gets in the playoffs, watch out now. You don't know what could happen, all right? I'm just saying, keep an eye on the Panthers, but good win for them. Rams will bounce back. Difficult road game. They'll be all right. But we're gonna keep it moving, guys. Next game was Jags at Titans.
Wait. Let me flip over my thing. Okay, I won that one too.
Yeah,
I
Jags at Titans. This was my lone wolf pick that was incorrect, but for some reason the
I don't know what
Titans
he was doing out there, bro.
the Titans
I
are
did not
just
know what he was doing
they're
out
just
there.
bad. But
Cam Ward
the
was like
Jaguars
looking
aren't
like
even that
Russell
good.
Wilson.
I just can't
Uh,
stand it. They're not even that good. But
he,
I got
he,
the
he was looking like Russell Wilson. Kept trying to pop out the pocket or try to kick fast, but get sacked or fumble. Oh, dude, it was horrible.
it
That
wasn't
offensive
great.
line is something that needs to be addressed this
I
offseason as well as
Oh my
wide
god.
receivers. The
Yes.
O line needs to be protected. He's the most sacked quarterback in the league right now, man.
Yeah, I
And
feel bad
and
for him. It's not
and
fair.
and they're gonna have to open up that little piggy bank of theirs that they just spent on that first round pick to actually get some people in the free
one.
agency
I
or in the
Give
draft.
him a
definitely
chance.
agree with, or both. But I definitely agree with that.
But we'll see how this goes. Jaguars, I still don't have much confidence in them, but they're winning games against
Yeah, they'll
inferior
And
opponents.
they'll be a first round. Yep, they're gonna be out by the first round, especially if they
Yeah,
go up
I
against
just
my
don't think
team or
I
if
don't
the
think they're that
Chiefs
good.
sneak in there or even the Bills, bro. They're gonna knock them
The
out.
Chiefs are cooked, my guy.
Yeah, Chiefs are done, but I don't think they're getting in there. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. We'll keep an
We'll
eye on
see,
the
bro.
Jags.
I'm just saying,
But
bro. We'll see
all
about
right,
that one. Huh?
next game, Cardinals at Buccaneers. This was my lone wolf pick. I actually got White. My boy Baker finally came through, even with the sprained left
Last
ACL
minute.
joint. He still played pretty damn good and won the game. Cardinals got fight, man. This team will be pretty good
I
in
picked
here if you
Tampa
get a
too.
quick. No, he says we got you picking the Cardinals 24-20.
I chose the Cardinals. I remember that. I lost that
Yeah,
game. I
no,
chose the
are you
Cardinals. Yeah.
sure? I'm pretty. Oh no, Baker Mayfield was out.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though.
No,
The
you're right.
Cards
You're
got
right. My
real
bad. My
close.
bad. You're
The
right.
Cardinals. The Cardinals. Shout out to Jacoby Brissett and shout out to that tight end Terry McBride. You know what I mean? Like they did make an effort to try to win that game, but like after Baker Mayfield said "hold my beer," it was kind of like a done deal at that point.
Yeah.
Right. Once Baker got locked in, it was pretty much a wrap. But
Yeah. Shout out to Baker Mayfield because you guys are right. He was And I don't,
Yeah,
I didn't really, I wasn't impressed in the Browns when he was with the Browns, but he showed something in Tampa I've never seen.
I mean, he doesn't get enough credit for this, but Baker Mayfield took the Browns to the playoffs and won a game. They actually beat the Steelers a few years back. Like,
And
That's
that also
correct.
says something, and nobody paid attention.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, bro, he did a lot for you guys. But anyway, all right, keep it moving. Vikings at Seahawks. We all got this one right. The Seahawks won in
They
embarrassing
beat the
fashion.
shit.
Did
Bro,
you
JJ
see?
McCarthy is a
Bro,
bust.
no,
I'm
it
fine
wasn't
with
even JJ
that.
McCarthy.
But yeah, it was the other rookie quarterback, dude. Like, dude,
Rex
his
Brosnan.
debut, bro. I would not be surprised if this kid gets cut, and I feel bad for him because he got dealt a shitty stick. You know what I mean? Because I
Who?
believe
JJ
they signed.
McCarthy?
No, the quarterback for the backup, dude.
Oh,
Backup they
Rex
threw in there.
Brosnan.
Yeah, they threw him in a bad situation, man. You know what I mean? I say that with respect to him because he's in the NFL, man. You know what I mean? It takes a lot for them to even get in the fucking NFL. You know what I mean? So,
I gotta
but to
say,
have
bro.
to have him try to go out, dude, you have one of the best fucking wide receivers in the league. All right, one of the best wide receivers in the damn league. Okay, if I am him, dude, I don't give a shit about no one else on the field. I'm looking where he's at. All right, but I'm not gonna try to do something I know I can't do, bro. This is my first NFL start. I have a chance to take JJ McCarthy's job. You know what I mean? If I actually perform out and show out and win, you know what I mean? But you failed. Not to mention the
Played
run game
sloppy,
was a
bro.
no brainer.
Look, they had a play action rollout on the goal line. All right, they're going for it, and he just is getting sacked. And instead of just taking the sack, he just like underhands the ball in the air and throws it right to the defender for a pick six.
Yeah.
And the
Which
score
was horrible, dude.
that
And
play.
that was his first career pick six too.
Yeah, like you can't panic. He just panicked, bro. He wasn't ready. But
Yep, no, he was not.
I feel bad for him too. But the Vikings are in quarterback shambles, and this is what they get for being cheap. They should have just paid Sam Darnold.
Or
Should have just
just
paid him.
I agree with that too.
You just don't get good quarterbacks a dime a dozen. Like I don't know why they thought he was
Look
going to
what
skip in there.
look what Sam is doing in
Exactly. You don't just good quarterbacks do not just fall off trees. They're not just like there. So I think they under evaluated Jason McCarthy, and now they're paying for it. But hopefully the kid will be better next year. But right now he's the worst quarterback rookie since Jamarcus Russell. Just putting that in perspective.
Yep. Well, then again, Jamarcus Russell was fat, so what's his excuse?
Yeah, what's his excuse?
Shit.
All right, moving on. Bills at Steelers. Neville, this was your lone wolf pick, and unfortunately, the Steelers did lose. Me and Diggs got this one right, but I don't know, bro. I'm kind of worried about the Steelers. The Bills, they look like the Bills, but the Steelers, they're losing. The team, the fans are chanting "Fire Tomlin, Fire Tomlin."
Oh, dude, he's probably gone at the end of the season. I'm not gonna even lie to you.
Yeah,
on that one.
this might be.
they'll be in the playoffs by the end of the season, bro.
I think
Bro, if they don't get their shit together, dude, on defense, and it's not so much. I can put a little bit on the offenses too because coming from a Hall of Fame quarterback talent, kind of he's taking responsibility for his doing, but a lot of them were drops too, bro. Because he was throwing the ball pretty decently for a guy who fucked up his damn arm or his hand.
No, I know.
I was telling y'all that about Rodgers. Rodgers is tough, bro. And
I'm actually concerned about the Steeler defense. All right, they were
Very
getting.
concerned.
Remember, before he came on the show, I was telling you that this wasn't the same Pittsburgh defense. And you're like, y'all really think this team is going to put up that much points on Pittsburgh? I'm like, this is not
Yes.
still curve.
Yeah. I said yes, and if you look at my score, I did say it was 31-21. All right, you know what I mean. So I wasn't completely wrong, but
I said 20-13 just because I had doubts about the Steelers being able to score, and they could not. This is
they
the
could
problem.
not.
They had
They could not,
turnovers.
man.
Aaron Rodgers got his ass beat. I thought Joey Bosa killed him.
You
All
know,
right?
you know who Aaron Rodgers could use right now? Oh, what's his name? Oh, yeah, that's right. They drafted him but traded him to the Cowboys. His name is George Pickens. That's who he could fucking use right now.
Yeah,
You know how
that was-
fucking dangerous that team would have been with DK and fucking
that was-
George and Pickens?
Oh my god, that was
Oh, dude. They might have my record too. Oh my god, dude! But their defense, they would need to be able to pick up the slack.
I don't know
And
what
having an offense that actually does that shit, oh, dude.
George Pickens was a little bit of a locker room problem. He wasn't getting along with Mike Tomlin, so they just had to
Well,
let it
yeah.
go.
Well, I mean, when you draft, Kenny Pickett to throw so they can throw the ball to him, I
I'd
ain't
be
gonna
pissed
lie,
off too,
I'd be kind of pissed off too. I'm like, well, this
right?
guy's not a first round pick. Why would you draft him?
Right. All right.
Like Baker
Anyway,
Mayfield was available too. He could have gotten Baker Mayfield to play for the fucking Steelers, dude.
hey, just a shout out right quick. We're gonna get to this game, of course, but now with the Steelers kind of in free fall, the Bengals actually have a chance to win this division.
That is
If the Steelers,
correct.
I think.
Like I said, they're gonna win it.
I think.
I think they might.
They're gonna win out, bro. They're gonna win out.
I'm not doubting Aaron Rodgers, bro.
And not to mention, next game they're gonna have T. Higgins, and he's gonna have both his weapons back. Oh my god, dude!
You know what? I love Aaron Rodgers too, but I think every quarterback reaches a point where it's just like the game is too fast for them. There's too many younger players. Because remember, a long time ago, Brett Favre, he was playing until he was like fucking 39 or something.
Yep,
And then
39.
one game, when he was playing Monday Night Football, he got hit real hard, concussion, boom, and you could just see like he was like, "Fuck, dude, I'm old." And when Aaron Rodgers got hit and landed on his face mask and like almost broke his nose this last game,
That was it.
that was kind of his moment. Like, you know what? I'm getting too old for this shit.
That
Like
part-
he's
that
getting
part.
beat up, bro. His wrist is cracked. His nose is almost fractured. Like he's getting beat up this year. It's rough to see. But I don't know if he can last the whole season. But we'll see. Watch out for the Steelers and Bills. I don't know what to make of them, but they got Josh Allen, so they'll be all right. All right, keep
They're
moving.
going to Buffalo Bills team. They're gonna crumble.
Yeah, they're gonna do. Yeah, they'll be fine. So next game, Raiders at Chargers. Chargers pulled this one out. Raiders are just a really bad football team. They might be the worst football team in the league. But shout out to the Chargers. They look good. But injury news: Justin Herbert did fracture his wrist, so 3 broken bones in it. I don't know if he's gonna play next week. We'll keep an eye
He
on
did
that.
have a successful surgery.
Okay, and this was my upset pick. I almost had it, but the Broncos at the Commanders.
Hey, shout out to Keon because he was that close.
Hey,
Oh,
real quick.
Hey,
Who's
yeah,
the master? Who's the master of the NFC South or whatever fucking NFC division you're in? It's this team because I beat the Eagles. I beat the damn Cowboys. I beat the fucking Washington Redskins. Okay, all right, and I beat whoever the last person was on that list. The Giants. That's what it was. That his short 33 points in the fourth quarter. Oh God, it feels great to be 10-2. I'm living on cloud 9.
You guys
And you know
enjoy
what?
this. The fall is gonna be real.
I know it is. Dude. Honestly, there's only 2 other teams I see myself actually having a problem with. All right,
The
team
Bills?
number 1. No, fuck no. I don't play them until the playoffs. No, I'm talking about like this season,
on the
like
schedule?
towards losing. Like
Okay.
I called it at the beginning of the season. All right, I didn't tell any of you guys this, but I actually have it in my posts on Facebook. I can dig it up and send you the screenshot if you don't believe me on this. Okay, I called it that we would be 14-3 going into the fucking goddamn playoffs with the number 1 seed. That's what I called.
He
All
did.
right.
I mean,
All
at
right.
the beginning of the year.
Yeah, the beginning of the year, I called it, and that's after dropping and going 1-1. All right, like I still called it. I didn't have no doubt that we would actually lose and be as bad. I actually had us losing to the Eagles, but then I changed up and be like, no, we're gonna beat the shit out of you because Key got cocky. What happens with cockiness? You don't have 10 wins right
I
now.
was trying to
You
tell
feel me?
these Eagles fans that they got so
Oh.
cocky.
Hey, listen here, pipe down, because you're the only other team besides the Chiefs I'm actually fucking worried about on my schedule. All right, but honestly, I think I have more of a chance of losing to the damn Chiefs than I do to you. All right,
You're
because
gonna
the
lose
Chiefs.
to both of them.
No, hey, listen, if I do, I'm okay with still going in at 13-4. I'm okay with that.
Hey, look.
I'm still okay with that.
Hey, look.
You know what I mean? That's still a winning fucking season. Last season I had 10 fucking wins, all right, and only 7 losses, okay? But I still made it to the playoffs. Yes, we got our ass kicked by the Bills, okay? All right, 10 to fucking no, it was
Bro,
7 to
that's
fucking
kryptonite.
31.
You guys can't handle
Alright.
Josh Allen, bro.
Oh well, guess what? You know what? I'll let my boy fucking Joe Burrow and fucking the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll let them fucking handle him because they have to get to them before they get to me.
You're not worried about the Pats.
Honestly, no, I'm not. You know what I mean? Like,
Now,
I know it's going to be a good game, but for me, and that game, it's not just about the quarterback, bro. Because you got to understand, there's some teams that this team went up against this season, they didn't have the best secondary that they went up against. And I'm talking about the Patriots. I want to give respect what's due. But you look at some of their defenses that they went up against recently, you know what I mean? There's not that many good defenses. They went up against the Giants just recently, okay? They fucking destroyed them, okay? I think I turned it off when I seen the score, all right? Like, it was 17-0 in the first quarter. I already knew they won the game, okay? I didn't want to watch anymore. I already knew the game was over, okay? All right? So, in my eyes, personally, I ain't gonna lie. If they had Scatterboo, I think that game would have been different, you know what I mean? Because without Scatterboo and Dart, you know what I mean? I think they might have had more of a chance of winning that game if they started Jameis Winston, honestly. You know what I mean? And that's respect. That's respect to Dart. I think Dart should just sit back, relax, take the fucking experience because you know Jameis Winston ain't gonna be there next year, and sure as hell Russell Wilson ain't gonna be there next year. It's just gonna be him.
I agree with that because that's the new way of coaching quarterbacks now. You sit them out.
Yeah, well, having a veteran, like for example, your team knows what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you down there, Nevs, and it's because you know you had Aaron Rodgers that was ahead of your boy Jordan Love. Who did you learn from? Aaron Rodgers, who won back-to-back fucking MVPs in Green Bay. Okay, so what better person to learn from? You know what I mean? Yes, my boy Bo don't have that experience, but Jaden Hurts. You know what I mean? He had similar experience. Okay, he was behind fucking was it Nick Foles, Carson Wentz? You know what I mean?
Mahomes as well.
And Patrick Mahomes had Alex Smith. You know what I mean? So it's like Alex Smith. I fucking love Alex Smith from when he was drafted. Okay, like I wish he went to Denver.
It goes,
you know what I mean? But
this whole shit started with Tom Brady and Bledsoe. That was the first
I don't buy it. Listen, I don't buy that. I don't buy that. You know why? Because I think the first time, and maybe I can be a little condescending on it, because the first person to actually do that, all right, is a classic, and it's a historic fucking franchise, and they are hated by both of you, all right, in the San Francisco 49ers and Joe Montana, okay, all right, Joe Montana, okay, come on now, and that's what I'm saying. They were the first to ever do it.
Yeah,
them two quarterbacks.
This is how you do it.
Right.
You can't.
Right.
You can't.
They took the blueprint from legends. Okay, let me go ahead and get myself a good ass quarterback. Okay, and I guarantee you, in the next 2 years, the Chiefs are gonna do the same shit. They're gonna fucking go look in the draft, maybe second round, maybe third, maybe if they have first, to find the next fucking Patrick Mahomes.
Look, not the next 2 years. Okay, you got to realize quarterbacks are playing longer. They don't get hit as hard as much. There's not all this.
Come on, dude. I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes right now. Okay. Patrick Mahomes probably has a good.
30 years old. He's 30.
Yes, he probably has maybe another good 7 to 8 years.
Right.
All right, because yes, 7 to 8 years. So the reason why I would want to start looking around that time, I'm not talking about in the draft. I'm talking about I'd be looking at colleges freshman year.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Freshman year. Okay, because by the time the fourth year comes around, dude, after those 2 years, all right, that's 7 years right there. Okay, by the seventh year, you should know that quarterback, hey, you've done so much good things for this franchise, man. You know, we'll always love you, but we think that at the end of the season, you know, once your contract is done, we think it's best that you either retire or we're going to let you go to free agency and test the market.
I mean, that's how it always happens.
That's how it happens. That's how it happens. It does. It happened to Joe Flacco with Lamar Jackson. You feel me? Come on now.
Bad franchises don't do the formula. You have
next one. Dak Prescott, Tony Romo.
Yeah.
And that one was because of injury. They're lucky that.
That was injury. That was injury. But dude, man, I don't care what people say about Tony Romo, man. I know he can be kind of a dick when he does his damn fucking, you know, sports casting.
I like.
Yeah, but I like his sports casting to a certain extent. He can be annoying. I agree because he says things about every team.
You feel me? Bro, he thinks he knows.
He was the one doing the. He was the one doing the game, the Broncos versus the Cowboys this year, and the last time the Broncos beat the Cowboys, they scored over 109 points in that game.
Oh, that was a great game.
Yeah, that was with Peyton Manning. Yeah, it was with Peyton Manning. You feel me? And he's like, "Hey, you remember this? Remember last time you guys versus each other?" And he was like, "I do not remember. I don't know who that guy was." No, he's like, "I think you were number 9, didn't he?" And he's like, "No, we don't have to watch the highlight. We don't have to watch the highlight of the fake bootleg. The fake bootleg with fucking was it DeMarcus Ware trying to run and sack him, and he just runs out and runs into a touchdown. First rushing touchdown he ever got in his entire football career of 18 years. You know what I mean? And that's the only rushing touchdown.
A long time ago too. I think he had 2. He had one against the Raiders.
Yeah. But that was Indianapolis though. He wasn't with the Broncos at the time. You know what I mean?
Did you go over all the games and that one.
No, we're at the last one right now, which
We'll
was
get into all that
Giants
in a
at
second
Patriots.
after this.
Wait, no, we didn't do the Chargers yet.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
we did. Chargers played the Raiders and they lost.
Yeah. Do
No,
the
that was
last
what
one.
needed to be said. Oh wait. Did he get the Philly game too? Because I was just wondering if he
Yeah,
did
we
he
did
get that
that.
one?
We
We
The
did
didn't
that
Philly-
talk about
earlier.
that in depth, but we could
Last week.
talk about it after. I'm gonna just wrap up the last game, which was tonight, Monday
Yeah, we
Night
can do the
Football.
wrap up
Yeah,
to
my
the loss
loss,
and
my
everything.
final loss of
Right.
the week. I can't believe I trusted them. I thought they were going to start Jameis. That's why I chose the Giants. All right, but I lost, and you know what? Bittersweet ends. And now the number one seed in the AFC, it belongs back to the. I enjoyed having the number one seed for the AFC West for literally 10 fucking hours, and then the Patriots had to win and go 11-2.
10 straight
And
games.
now, and now I'm two. Yes, 10 straight. I'm at 9. I'm catching up. Don't worry. We'll be there soon because I go up against the Raiders this coming
That's a
Sunday.
vacate.
Which,
That's a
hey,
win.
newsflash chat, I will be at the game and hopefully I can be able to do a quick FaceTime video with both Nevs and Keon. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we
Just
would love
between the
that.
game. You feel
We
me?
would love
You know,
that.
right at halftime, I'll be coming on, be like, "What's that?" You know what I mean?
That was
You
a
already
good
know
one
we
to
out here,
know.
cuz, you feel me? Now, however, if there is technical difficulties, like for example, I'm losing, I might not call. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna be a good sport. I will still call regardless if we're losing, but I,
Okay.
I, I, I hardly doubt we're gonna lose to the damn Raiders.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I could do the recap of everybody's scores, but
That's
I feel like you guys already
no.
know.
Just
Wait.
recap
I
it.
need to know. I need to know what the records are. So for mine's, how many wins did I get for these picks?
You got 10 wins and 5 losses. So you are right above 5 games over 500. Neville is 7-8. This is the first time he's been under 500. And I'm
Wow!
8-7. One win
Holy
over
shit!
I'm in
so
last
Diggs,
place.
congratulations. This was your best week.
Okay. All right. Wait, real quick. I'm gonna add them up real quick. Hold on. All right. So last week I had 9 wins, 4 losses.
Just wait till the end of the year, bro. This
I want to count them up right now. I want to do it
What's
now.
mine? Count mine up, Key. I don't know. I
Okay,
can't
I
count
am.
them.
Okay, I have
Okay.
4 losses. So right now at this current position, I have 9 wins and 19 wins and 9 losses so far for these 2 past weeks because we're gonna start counting it now from last week and this week. All right, and then Nevs, you have. Okay,
Neville's
hold
still in the
on.
lead.
14.
19, 11, and 6, 7.
Wait, 19. What?
I'm totaling up Neville's scores.
Oh, so which is the
Wait, what's
first 2 weeks?
what's his record? What's his record right now?
His is 7-8 right now, but his total score is. Let me get a calculator. I'm
The
not
last
a
2 weeks.
computer.
He's like, let me get a calculator real
It's
quick.
all good, my guy. Do your thing.
All right, 9 plus 10 plus 11 plus 7. Neville is 37 and 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 8.
Even on
Neville's
a
37 and 20. Okay,
even on a
Diggs,
losing day, I win.
I'm gonna do yours right now, Diggs. Hold on.
You said 37 and what?
He's 37 and 20.
What are
Okay.
we
Oh,
supposed to
wait.
do?
Did you
The
have a
first
tie or
two?
no?
The first two for this. We're only doing two weeks,
Well,
right?
it's okay. Well, I'm only
No,
doing
this is
this
the
week,
last
last week.
4 weeks for all 3 of us. The last
Oh,
4 weeks since we've been
Okay.
doing this.
That's fine. I didn't know you had all that record because I didn't
yeah,
have
me
my papers.
neither.
I threw them away.
No,
That's
I'm tracking everybody. Let me do Diggs right quick. Diggs, yours is 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 10. 29. All right, so Diggs is 29 and 7 plus 8 plus 8
He's
plus
right there, nigga. How did you creep up on me like this? What the fuck?
5. Diggs 29 and 28. He's right behind Neville now, over 500 after starting off pretty
I'm
well.
over 500, bitch.
He
I've been
turned his
over
whole season
500.
around.
It's
But I
okay.
didn't
Don't
know.
worry. I'll catch up. I'll be right there. Don't worry.
You see this?
And I'm 35 and 22.
And so, Key, you're in last
35 and
overall.
22.
I'm in
Yeah,
last
so
this week.
I'm right behind Neville by 2 games, and Diggs, you're behind by 6 games. But you can catch up if you play like you
Yeah,
did this week.
today. Yeah, you did
I
really
know.
good.
So be honest. Be honest. How surprised were you?
You're
I
smart.
was very impressed.
I'm not surprised. I'm impressed, but I wasn't surprised. You know what you're talking about. The first day, the first week, you weren't experienced. You didn't know anything. You know what I mean? And you came in and caught right on. So,
No, I just pretended like I didn't know anything. It was all a plan, my friend.
oh,
Just trying to be Columbo over here,
you
huh?
played
See, this
like
is called chess, okay? This ain't checkers, okay?
we
All
don't
right,
play.
so here,
Hey,
hold on. I got
let's
something for you. Wait. I got something for you. Hold on. Here. All right.
do me, Al.
Here's a quarter. Because you played yourself, okay?
Oh my God. All right, guys, I got some questions
Ah!
for you. We're just gonna get on to these topics right quick. Are the Bears for real?
Yes, absolutely. 110% buy in. But I again say without a doubt, I'm not buying in to the team. Buying into Ben Johnson's philosophy and his coordination. Without his ass there, this team would have the opposite record and be fucking 4-9 instead of 9-4.
I believe in them, but I
I do
think wait,
too.
real quick, but I think we have the answer to this. I think if any team in the NFL could beat these guys, it's going to be us
That's gonna
because
be a
Well,
good
you
game.
guys play them twice.
I know we can beat them at least once for sure. At
Yeah.
home, I'm calling at home. We take the W, and we gonna split that win. We gonna split it.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
That's gonna get interesting. Okay. Will the Cowboys make the playoffs?
Damn, I had that in my notes to ask too.
Yes, yes, they will.
You think they will?
Yes, I see the Cowboys being a sleeper 7 seed. I do not see them having a higher seed than a sixth, but I definitely think they have an extra motivation. Okay,
I
the way Dak Prescott is playing, he's playing like as long as he has George Pickens and he stays healthy, dude, that team can do anything, man. You know what I mean? And Javante Williams, he could take off a couple of games. I know what that's like. He was a former Bronco. You know what I mean? But right now, Dak Prescott is showing why they're paying him $60 million, and he's the highest paid quarterback in the league right now.
I'ma
That's
say
why I believe, and I also believe. Shout out to the Nealon family for their loss, and that Cowboys player that ended up taking his own life at such a young age. But that's what that extra motivation is. Iron sharpens iron. You're gonna be there for your teammates. You're gonna play, but when a team is so much dangerous when they have more of a reason to play than just to bring the championship. I think this is just more than a game to them. I think this is how they honor their memory. I see them having a lot of few games that are coming up that are going to be a little bit more difficult for them. You know what I mean, personally, but I definitely think if they don't fuck up like they did against my team, or you know what I mean, the tie against the Green Bay Packers, like that was sloppy football. Okay,
all right,
if they play like that again, I ain't gonna lie, they drop another 2 games, they're done. You know
all
what I mean,
right.
they go down on 7,
Let
they're
me
done,
let
they're
me get
out.
it. Let me
Because
get it.
that tie on their record is a tiebreaker in a way. You know what I mean? Because it's not like at that point they're not going to go off of okay, we got the Green Bay Packers sitting here, and we got the Cowboys sitting here. They both have a tie, but at that point, it comes towards points.
Right.
So they're going to look at both of the teams. Who has the most fucking points? Now, if that's even, they go off of who has the most fucking first downs. You know what I mean? So it's going to go to who has the best overall offense. It won't have anything to do with defense at that point. You know what I mean? And honestly, the way that I think the X factor for just that individually, that division, especially who they have in that division, you know what I mean? There's not many people I see that they can actually go to bat with, that offensively that they'll have an issue with. You know what I mean? In the great words of Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase, all I got to do is find one. I know he's out there somewhere. I'm gonna fling it. That's how
Well,
he feels about
just
George
food for
Pickens.
thought for you to know. The Cowboys play the Lions on Thursday Night Football
All right.
next.
No, this
Okay,
is
well,
what.
that's what I'm gonna
Hold
say.
on, real quick. Let me get my words in. I want us to get into this. To see the Cowboys, I think they will be able to turn their season around, but I don't think they're gonna make it into the playoffs. I don't. There's too much talent on that side for them to make it at five as a 500 team. But I do believe, and I think they're getting hot at the right time.
Well, no offense intended when I say this. Okay, I know the AFC technically has the most. I mean, the AFC conference has more losses than the NFC conference does, technically speaking.
Yeah.
But when you want to look at towards like capabilities in the long run, you know what I mean? I'm sorry to say it, a perfect fucking example is the game when he just had against the goddamn fucking the the Thanksgiving game that they just won. All right, you know what I mean? Like, dude, come on, man.
They beat the
I
Chiefs. They
I
beat the
I
Chiefs.
thought the Chiefs. I've seen an angry Patrick Mahomes. Okay, I saw him. I thought he was gonna go off, and he did in a way. But the thing is, when you make one fucking mad mistake, dude, it starts to show. But when you got Dak Prescott in that fucking pocket, I forgot that Dak Prescott wins every time he plays on fucking goddamn Thanksgiving. Okay, I don't think he's ever lost on Thanksgiving when he's been the starter at quarterback. Okay, he's that fucking good. All right, and that was the X factor. It wasn't just George Pickens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that got hurt, dude, that game would have been lost. Okay, because I want to have the faith in their backup. I'm sorry, I just want to have the faith. You know what I mean? It's a little different when you have somebody you can rely on.
Yeah.
You know, for example, that game we're talking about for next week for the Chargers. Okay, all right. Yes, there is speculation about that, but guess what? You know who their backup is, right?
No.
Oh, Trey Lance.
Trey fucking Lance from the Niners. Okay,
Oh
did you
shit!
see
I
how
forgot about
good
him.
he was in the fucking goddamn preseason? All right,
Yeah.
that guy threw 4 touchdown passes, bro. Okay, he was on fire under
Trey Lance
under
is
that
good.
coach. All
He's
right,
good.
it is great to have a backup quarterback that is not only someone you can rely on. All right, but it's somebody that you know that hey, he's a fucking former first rounder, dude. The only reason why he's been bouncing around a lot is because he got injured. That's the only reason. But guess what happened? For example, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning. What happened to them when they got hurt? They went to another franchise and won a Super Bowl for them. It's same thing could happen for this kid. And honestly, that's why it's a little different in the playoffs. You know what I mean? When you talk about them not sneaking in or if they do sneak in, it depends on Dak and it depends on that receivers. I can't put all my faith in the defense, even though they cleaned up some mistakes. But dude, come on, man. You know what I mean?
The
If they go
problem
up
is
against
the problem is though their defense. Shout out to my guy too that's there, but their defense is atrocious.
okay, well, the
That's
only
all I'm
person
gonna
that they have to worry about
the
besides yours
the
is his team.
the defense is really bad, but the offense is really high powered. So if you can shut
Yeah,
down the offense, there's a way you can beat them. Who's this? Yo,
Bishop has joined the call.
hey, bitch, we're doing
Yes, sir.
a smoking podcast. You don't know
Oh
shit
shit, I
about
was just
sports. Yeah.
all right. Yeah, I listen.
Hey, remember what the best team in the league is, okay? It's right here, bro. Don't let them lead you wrong. It's the best team in the league.
he's
All
Best
right.
right,
team in the
y'all.
league.
He's probably
It's
the
about
All right,
them.
best.
It's
bro.
about them. It's about them Colts. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, y'all lost. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Hey,
Look, he got out of
that's
here.
actually our next topic. It's funny he said that. But what were my thoughts on this? Oh, I actually think the Cowboys they'll probably make it.
I
Just
think
because
they're
their
going to be a
schedule.
17.
Hold on, like
They have to beat the Lions. If they beat the Lions, that knocks the Lions out of their position, and the Cowboys could take it. And then the rest of their schedule is like a cakewalk. Like they got like some easy ass
Yeah,
teams
but
after.
technically, it does depend on that team down there, the Green Bay Packers, because that's the team that has the tiebreaker. You know what I mean? So it does depend on that as well. You know what I mean? But honestly, I ain't gonna lie. The only team that the NFC should actually be really afraid of, besides the Rams, is the damn Philadelphia Eagles, because history has told the last 2 fucking years, okay, they have gone undefeated in December. Okay, undefeated. All right, so I definitely believe that they're going to wake up their defense, and I feel like that there could be a chance that the Eagles just sneak in and take over the one spot. You know what I mean? It
I
can't
mean,
happen.
check this out. Let me get on this because it's the Eagles. All right, I know my team. I watched the game. The only good thing that came out of that is Jalen Hurts finally got a rhythm with AJ Brown. He finally started throwing this nigga the
And we
ball.
started
All right,
seeing how dangerous they were. Okay, that's what
right.
scared me.
all right.
Like, and we're getting rest. We played Black Friday. We don't play again until Monday, so we're getting an
Yeah,
extra
mini bye week,
I had
mini
a
rest.
bye week.
question. That's what I was gonna ask. That's one of the questions that I had.
Go
Is the
ahead.
Eagles in trouble? Are we concerned about the Eagles
Uh,
at this point?
yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. No,
Their
because of
offense.
this.
Let me
I'm
finish
not.
real quick. The offense dropped all the way to 24th. The defense is still a high ranking, but the defense is real low. The wide receivers is at an all time low. The
Injuries,
running back is at an
injuries.
all time low. But y'all are still winning. So it's not like y'all losing every week. Y'all lost every week.
We needed to get into an offensive rhythm, even though our offensive coordinator is terrible. He's calling fucking high
Yeah,
school plays.
we know one thing's for sure too. His offensive coordinator is probably going to get fired at the end of the season, regardless if
Oh,
they
he's
make it to the
done.
Super Bowl or not.
Because look,
All
there's
right.
no
All right.
creativity. There's no creativity to the offense. It's
I
predictable.
bet
We're
you
not
miss your offensive coordinator so much, don't you?
Hey, no,
Oh,
no.
Kellen Moore, yes, bro.
You know what? Look,
I
y'all was
guarantee
talking.
he misses you being a Steeler, right? I mean, being
Nah,
with the
look,
damn Saints.
look. See what happens? You won the Super Bowl with the tush push, right? Remember, I was saying sometimes the team gets too comfortable and complacent after they win the Super Bowl.
Hey,
And
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I really want to steal that trick play tush push, man. That caught me off guard. That was probably one of the most amazing plays I've ever seen. Besides that one-handed catch by fucking Burks in the
look,
end zone against my
That was
team.
the
amazing.
reason
That
why I
was
brought up
fucking. I couldn't even get mad,
the
And
reason
it was
why I
over
brought
Riley Moss.
the reason why I
bro. That
brought
was his second career touchdown, bro. And he was a first-round pick.
the reason why I brought that up was simply because I just think at the end of the day that the Eagles are good, but I'm just a little concerned. And
Yeah,
Denver,
we lost our
Denver,
offensive coordinator.
right?
That's the
And they
biggest
don't want to
problem
see
with
with
us right now.
the tush push.
Yeah, they lost Ben Johnson. That's another reason why the
They're
line's been that
learning.
way.
They've seen it for 2 years straight now, so they're learning how to stop it. You get what I'm saying? It's not as easy. It's not as hard to stop as it was last year because we never seen that before.
Yeah, well, that's the difference between you that team and my team because you see, it took me 10 fucking years to learn how to beat the damn Chiefs.
Yeah,
That's a long time.
that is a
But
long
yeah,
time.
anyway, to the point though, I do think the Eagles will be all right. I think the offense will
Yes,
get into a rhythm. And the offensive coordinator is just, he's not creative enough. We lost Kellen
ever.
Moore. That was huge, bro. After we won the Super Bowl, Nick Sirianni is on the podium literally pleading
Yeah.
Kellen Moore to stay. He's like, hey, Kellen, man, let's just run this back one more time and let's just run it back, bro.
That nigga
And then
stayed.
Kellen Moore went to the Saints to go be their head
Hey,
coach.
bro, when you get offered fucking a couple million just to go be the head coach and you get the final say, bro, it's a little different, bro. And honestly, regardless of what the fuck he's doing, dude, he actually made Spencer Rattler look decent, which
He
was
made
very
Spencer
surprising.
Rattler look good. That's oh,
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is this kid, man? Why is he playing so good right now? You know what I mean?
I
But
haven't
for
went to
them to
see.
bench him for Chuck, I ain't gonna lie. I think that the Saints would be a lot more dangerous if they would have taken fucking Shador, man. It's the same thing with the damn fucking with the damn Raiders, bro. They would be more dangerous, and it's also because Shador kind of has that Jalen Hurts kind of like scramble, kind of improvised kind of mindset too,
Yeah,
where he can definitely run the fucking ball if he needs to. You know what I mean? Only
yeah.
thing
I
is,
think
I definitely think Shador needs to build more bulk though, because
I think
Jalen Hurts, that motherfucker's bulk. He's meat up front. So if he has to run off, he could take a damn hit. You know what I mean?
Shador.
But to your answer, I mean, to your question, yes, the Eagles are still going to make it in there. You know what I mean? Let's not forget they are the defending Super Bowl champions, and just because they lost a few games doesn't mean they can't find their path again. Yes, their offensive coordinator may be trash, but dude, sometimes you just have to put it in the players' hands, dude. I would not be surprised. It's happened before in history, back in 2015 and again in 2019, when two different teams fired their offensive coordinator right before the fucking playoffs.
T, real quick.
hmm.
Did you go over all your questions? Because I had a few questions too that I wanted to ask
Okay, yeah, you could
before we
go.
wrap up. Okay, so I'm doing the Monday night wrap ups and the rest of this week wrap ups, and then we're out of here. Um,
Are
number
we doing
one,
our game picks this week for next week or no?
that's
We're doing it on
Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay, so
Huh?
We do it on
Thursday.
Thursday morning.
Okay, look, I'm off.
Okay.
Okay,
I do
my
have a job interview at 11, so FYI.
All right, we'll do it
we'll
early.
make it work. Mike Vrabel, is he a candidate for coach of the year?
He's a candidate, but
Yes,
you got to give it to
yes.
Ben Johnson. Like nobody, I'm
Now,
sorry, you got to give it to Ben.
like honestly, but as much as I would like to say so, I think like I said, it's kind of like MVP, right? Yeah, they do top five, bro, but it's really three. Okay, it's really three that you have to put it. You know what I mean? In that order, I would actually have to put Ben Johnson number one. I know you might think I'm a hypocrite, but Sean Payton number two. All right, and number three, I'd actually have to give credit to the fucking goddamn the Seahawks, man. You know what I mean, their head coach.
Those are not bad picks though.
Yeah,
What
he's
you
not,
got?
he's
What you
not a
Yeah,
got?
bad
man.
coach.
Like, dude, like last season to where we were being 10-7, seventh seed in the league. You know what I mean? You know very well. Yes, as much as I like to gloat, we did blow out the fucking Chiefs in the last week of last season. You know what I mean? 38-0. But they were playing against their secondary and their third in their third string.
Yeah, they had it
Patrick
locked
never
up.
played that
It
game.
was locked
You know
up.
what I mean? They had it locked up. You know what I mean? So they never had no worry. They knew they were in. And the only reason they let us win is because they didn't want to face Joe Burrow. They didn't want to
Yeah,
face Jamar Chase. You feel
Yeah,
me? So,
for your,
so
oh, I'm just saying for your question, Neville. Yeah, I would say Ben Johnson. I don't think a coach has come into a place and changed the culture and like
but
literally
for
like
me, what's really gonna cement that is what cemented it last season for the coach of the year last season. Okay, yes, it basically came down to the Super Bowl, which your coach definitely fucking deserved that coach of the year, 100% what he was able to do. You know what I mean? Great, fucking well done. All right, but in my eyes, technically speaking, yes, Ben Johnson has been doing a fantastic job. But what's going to make it for me, where I say without a doubt he's going to be the one that's chosen because he is number one right now, currently on my list, is if he ends up winning out the season, yes, 100% coach of the year. I
Okay,
give it to him
I
with
I
flowers.
I have I have Ben Johnson as coach of the year, but I also have Mike Vrabel as coach of the year. I think it's a toss up.
I put him at fourth. I put him at fourth place. Yes, he has a great winning streak going on right now, but you also have to look at what he's been able to do for the team. You know, yeah, you dropped 2 games in the beginning of the season, but then you went out. Now you have a 10 game win streak. You know what I mean? Hats off to you. He's doing a fucking phenomenal job. You know what I mean? He's probably, maybe if you want to put towards win streaks, he'd probably be number two. You know what I mean? And then Sean Payton would be number three. But it's like I said, MVP is not just about passing yards. It's about what the player did for the team and for the sport. Is he the most valuable player in the league? Is that is that the coach of the year? Did they coach? Did they make the changes that they needed to make it to where they needed to be with everyone against them? Okay. With that being said, yes, I could definitely see him being up there. But Ben Johnson, they never had them being 9 wins. Okay, they had him under 7 wins. Okay, they had my Broncos. Okay, under 5 wins. Okay, I have 10. I've doubled it. Okay, but this is all statistical. This is all AI. You know, they do a fucking number crunching. Oh, what you got? Blah 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 blah. Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's real. Sometimes it isn't. But for me, at this time and point, I would not throw out Verbo's name because he's definitely probably top 5 in that category. You know what I mean? But you got to give credit to Ben Johnson. You know what I mean? He's been phenomenal.
The next question I got for you guys is Dark the answer in New York?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. I
Where else
think
are they gonna go?
that's why I said earlier when we were reviewing that game that I feel like they should have started Winston, all right, and let the veteran not only earn his fucking money but play because Dart was healthy. He could have been with the little mic on. You feel me? He could have been watching play calls. Boom, call a timeout. They come to the side. He comes up with the coach. Coach here. Boom. The coach is basically trying to become the head coach. He's only the intern. Remember, they fired Brian Dybul. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Which I already heard he wants to go back to the Bills, which actually kind of terrifies me. You know what I mean? But for me, it's like when you look at that kind of situation and they just throw him into there because hey, we're first round, let's get more reps. Reps are very important, okay? But for a young kid that they have to constantly say to before the game, during the game, and after the game, you need to slide. You can't be like, yeah, you're young, dude, but
Bro,
that's
did
how
you see
injuries
that?
happen.
Did
All
you see
right,
the
a
hit he
perfect
took
example
against the
is
Patriots?
the Washington game. Okay, that's a perfect example. They should have took out fucking Jaden Daniels. Okay, he was already down 37. I forget, was it 27, 37 points or some shit? And they kept trying to make him run out the pocket to make a touchdown. What happened? Dislocated elbow. All right, young quarterback getting hurt is going to have long life, and it's going to put your playing career like on a time span, all right? Because you don't want to have injuries, all right?
Yeah,
Ben Roethlisberger, Tony Romo, Big Ben, you know what I mean? Like, and even what I mean? Like Aaron Rodgers. When you get hurt and you get injured, your body starts to wear down. He is a rookie. You're a franchise player. You should get a minimum of at least 6 to 10 fucking years off of your franchise quarterback. All right, and he's earned it, dude. He's done a great job. It's just shitty deals. He lost. I guarantee you, if he never lost his number one wide receiver in Neighbors, okay, you got Wandale Robinson to the sideline, Slayton, all right, Scatterboo healthy, Dart back in the backfield. The offensive line is pretty decent. You know what I mean, dude? You got a winning formula. You're about to see this next season. Next season, if they go and they actually are really good competitors and they make it into the playoffs, you're looking at a Brian Darboe team. Okay, that's what you're looking at, and that's what also breaks my heart because he worked hard.
Let somebody else
What?
talk. Slow down. We got to share. Let's just go one by one. Sorry. Let's share the floor. All right. Yes, the Giants I think Jackson Dart can be good with that whole team, like you're saying, Neighbors and Cam Scatterboo. It's a solid team. He just needs to protect himself. If he's going to be running and slide or go out of bounds.
He's
Yesterday,
doing Russell Wilson.
he's running down the sideline and he gets himself popped. Like, just go out of bounds. Like, he just has to play smarter, and I think that'll be very important. All right, go ahead, man.
All right. I agree. I think he's the answer, and I agree with what he's saying too. I think he needs more weapons around him, and once he gets more weapons around him, he could be the guy that we expected him to be. And he did start off hot from the preseason all the way to the beginning of the season, but he's
He
been
did.
hurt, so we don't know. So now my next question would be, if he's not the problem, then what is wrong with the Giants?
Hmm.
We don't have a coach.
They don't have a coach. What you say, Keith? We got a lot of
Uh,
questions, so try to shorten it down. This is a whole list that I have of questions. So make it short and brief.
I think it's just the offensive line and coaching, but the talent is there. They have enough talent.
Diggs.
The coaching. They need a coach. They need a head coach, and they need a better offensive coordinator.
So
Their
we all
defensive coordinator is actually pretty good. So,
so we all agree, coach. Okay.
Yeah.
We
yep.
already asked if the Cowboys can turn this season around, so I don't have to ask that one. Is the Panthers? We already talked about them being the real deal, so we don't have to talk about that either. Um. Now let's get into some other things. Is the Broncos? Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Okay, let me get back my thought. Is the Broncos and the Pats the teams to beat in the AFC?
Yes. And the Texans, but Broncos are 10-2, and the Pats are, 11-2. So yeah,
Okay.
Of course, we're the team to beat, not the Pats. Let's get it right. We are the team to beat. We already beat the Eagles. Okay, we're gonna beat your ass next. Okay, so
Sounds great.
like, all right, like I can't wait. I can't wait to face you, man. I really
That
can't, because
that
that's gonna
hurts,
be
bro.
a challenge. It
that's
does.
going to be the game of the week.
Yes, it's gonna be the game of the damn week. Okay, I would be happy if it got flexed to Sunday night football where I can have all the lights on. You know, because we perform the best when the lights are on. Come on now.
Okay, so we both agreed. We all agree that the. So we're agreeing. Is that what you believe, Keith? Are those
Yeah,
the
yeah,
best
they're the
teams?
best two teams.
Okay, so what? Now we're gonna jump to the NFC. Is the Rams and the Packers the team to beat in the NFC?
The Packers, yes, not the Rams because they lost.
Okay.
I
No,
still
They've
it's
give the
been
not the
bad.
loss.
Rams
I was
the
just
edge.
looking at the record.
No, the Rams are still good. They're still 8-3.
Yeah, but they lost. That's what I'm going off of. They lost. So in my eyes, the team that beat at this time and point that has the record right now for the most wins, I believe, is the Green Bay Packers.
Keith.
um, yeah, it's just kind of a toss up. But right now, Packers look very good. They look in a good rhythm, but so do the Rams. I don't think the Rams are too far behind. So
We're
they're
thinking
probably the two
still.
best teams in the NFC.
Are the Patriots back to being Super Bowl contenders?
Yes, I would say yes.
Absolutely,
Yeah, I agree with that.
absolutely.
I don't think they're going to win another playoff soon, but I think they're back in the contention conversation. In the NFC, what is it? Okay, we talked about that. We talked about that. We talked about that. Is Drake May in the MVP conversation?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Yes. So we agreed to that. Can Carter from the Giants win Rookie of the Year?
No,
No. Who you got?
Uh, yeah, I would say no.
Who y'all got? Give me a name that y'all have.
I I can't just give you one name. I'd have to give you three.
I would have to say Tyler. What's his
What?
name? McMillan from the Panthers, the wide receiver.
Territoa.
Yeah, Territory McMillan. He's been playing really good. He's like Bryce's young number one target out there right now.
He's the only one that actually knows how to catch the ball right now too. So
Yeah,
No, I'm talking about on defense. I said defense.
on defense,
Rookie,
I
yeah.
would go Campbell for the
Because I
Eagles.
said Dart.
Jahar Campbell for us. He's been playing really good defensively.
mm, defense, huh? Man, that's a good question actually for me right now. I actually have to go. Yeah, I have to go with what Keith said. His defense is his rookie on his defense. I can't remember his name. He's been doing good though.
Jahad Campbell.
Yeah, Jahan Campbell, dude. He was a steal. He's definitely stealing the draft. I guarantee you that. I like the way he was drafted. I forget what round. I know it wasn't a first round pick though. You know what I mean? Like he's good. You know what I mean? I give him hats off. They know what they seen on him. Shout out to Vic Fangio. I miss you. I miss you at Broncos, baby. All right, remember you were a head coach here.
He's
Can
a
the
good
Dart
coordinator.
can Dart find a way to stay healthy for the rest of the year?
If he
If he
starts to
keeps doing that
protect
shit,
himself,
no.
he's got to protect himself. He has to slide. He has to get
He
out of
needs to,
bounds.
he needs to trust his offensive line, man. They're pretty good, dude. I don't know why he keeps trying to put the game in his
Get
hands.
out of
He's
here, guys.
he's fragile, man.
Giants are kind of slept on offensive line wise, but they're not bad. They're actually not a bad team.
So who do you
Good team.
guys have, real quick? Who do you guys have for your rookie of the week?
This
Rookie
week,
of the week.
Yeah. It could be defense or
uh,
offense, and you can pick one to make it a little bit easier. QB
mm,
of the week. You can pick two. I'll give you two. You get to pick two quarterbacks that you picked for the week last week that you
So
think
wait.
had a good game on Sunday. Or
I gotta say, Bryce Young. He played outstanding against a really good team, and he put the team on his back. He had two fourth down conversions that went for touchdowns. That's as clutch as it gets. So for me, I got to give it to Bryce.
who's the second one?
Another quarterback,
Yeah, he said
Dak
two.
Prescott. Dak Prescott. He played good
Yeah.
enough to get the against Patrick Mahomes, went toe to toe with him. So I think Dak pulled it off.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I'm definitely biased. I guess my number one it would have to be Bryce Young. Yes, I'm gonna give it to him. He showed out when no one expected him to, and he did a phenomenal job, and he earned that dub against a really really good team. Honestly, I think it was Jinx, but my second one, I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna say Bo Nix, man. Like Bo Nix, he did pretty good on offense. Yeah, threw one really bad interception, but dude, there's this play he did in this game, man, on the run, falling down,
I saw that.
dart,
I saw
dude, dude. And he seen the play happening. He just knew I'm going down. I just got to leap up and throw it. Leap up, throw it, made it,
I have
touchdown.
I have Love and I have Jinx. Those are my
that. Okay,
two.
thank you for putting Jordan Love in there because I did want to give him an honorable mention.
Okay. So the next thing is the best defense of the week. Who do you guys think is the best defense of the week?
Probably the Seahawks, considering they shut out the Vikings. So I'm gonna go with the
Yeah,
Seahawks.
he gonna go with the Seahawks. I'm going with the Bears. I'm going with the Bears. The Bears defense. I am going with the Bears,
I
man.
cannot give that to the Bears because we had several open wide receivers. Jalen Hurts he's not reading the field very well.
Hey, them
And
pass rushers, dude, they make an effect on him making them
but
decisions.
look, when you blitz, people are open. So if you're
Well,
blitzing,
why do you think Ben Johnson don't care? He's like, you know what? We have decent defensive backs. Just rush him. Just keep rushing him. He's gonna get frazzled and he's gonna throw the ball.
Diggs, did you
right.
pick your? Did you pick? And it's supposed to be two teams, not one.
What are you talking about? What for defense?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So number one would be Bears. Um, number two, you know what? I'm gonna put number two Cowboys, man. I'm gonna put the Cowboys up there. They did
Defensive
enough to
week?
win. Oh, defensive league. Houston, hands down.
Okay. Keith,
Houston, hands down.
Uh,
this is the wrap up part, so we don't keep it short and simple because I
Oh, wait,
also
I
have
changed my answer. I
we
changed
also
my
have some
answer.
announcements
I
before
changed.
we do.
I changed my answer. I'm gonna do honorable mention to my first pick, the Bears. But number one, actually, I'm gonna choose the Bills, and then I'm gonna choose Houston.
Okay, Key, who
Okay.
you have?
I'm gonna go with the 49ers. I think they play pretty good. They're kind of turning the ship, riding the ship with their team. So I'm gonna go with the Niners.
I'm gonna go my Packers because they're back in good defensive form. They're stifling
Okay.
everybody most for the most part on defense. And then I have the Pats in the AFC because they stopped the Giants from scoring all the way until like the third quarter, I believe it was.
Yeah.
So that's impressive to
I,
me.
I didn't I didn't I didn't watch the entire game, so I can't really say anything on that. But I guess decent pick. I actually thought I was gonna be like, really, the Giants? Are you serious? But
So
I never watched the game, so I can't say shit.
the two best offenses of the league.
That's
I gotta
offense.
actually, unfortunately, say the Bears. Okay, they actually played really good on offense. I'm not gonna lie. The scheme was really nice. It was nice. So I gotta go Bears and uh Panthers again. Their offense put on a show and they went toe to toe with the Rams, the best offense in the league, actually. So yeah, those are my two.
What you got? Did you get yours? Dig?
For me?
Yeah.
For what?
Best offense. Your two offensive
Oh,
boost teams.
best offense.
You got
Best offense. I'm gonna go ahead and say Seattle.
second.
My second best offense. Oh, that's a good one.
Well, we do these.
Second best offense. I'll do Carolina, dude.
Damn, we all put
Bryce Young.
Carolina in there.
Yeah, I gotta put Carolina up there.
I
Yeah,
got the Cowboys.
phenomenal game.
I got the Cowboys and I got the Panthers. Now this um almost done, guys. Will the Giants be able to turn things around next year?
It
Yeah.
depends on the coach. I
Yeah,
would
I
say
think you
yeah,
got
but
good
but it
teams.
also depends on the coach because you see some teams that have a really good offense and a really good and a decent defense, but the coaching scheme hasn't just been there. For example, the Jets, their defense was before they started trading everyone away was a really good defense. You know what I mean? Their offense was not the best. You know what I mean? But still, they decided to trade away everybody. You know what I mean? So it just depends on who the coach is, and that's no shade, no disrespect towards the head coach in the Jets because he's a good coach, but he's a defensive minded coach. They already have a decent defense. His problem was the offense, and he chose the wrong person at that helm.
Key?
Yeah. Yeah, I just think that they need a whole redo of the offensive scheme. They need a franchise quarterback. They probably do need an offensive minded coach, like Diggs is saying, and kind of change the energy and the kind of vibe of the team. Jets have been a decent defensive team for the last 20 years. I think it's time to kind of move in an offensive direction. So next year,
What the Jets need is what the Giants have in offense. That's what they need. They need offense like that
right?
with the Jets and that same defense that they have right now, even with the trades made. I guarantee you that that is a decent team to compete, not for a title, but to get into the
I
playoffs,
can
to
agree.
become a
Yeah,
better team. You know what I mean? But the last time the Jets were there, we remember the famous butt fumble.
yeah.
All right. Some informational things. We're almost done, guys. Pats has won 10 in a row, which makes them rank number one in the NFC right now.
AFC.
My bad. And also, y'all both got on my top of that. I had another question real quick. Is Drake May really that good, or is the team just that good?
He's that
I think
good.
I think he is good, but I can't sit here and say that. You know what I mean? Like in a way, I find it blessings on blessings. You have a decent defense built by Jared Mayo, who is a really good defensive coordinator, who I think did a decent job as a head coach, but not the best. That's why he's not there no more. But he built the defense. He didn't really care about the offense as much. He was trying to ride it with Mac Jones and all those people that they had selected. But fell short. But when you go out and get a Stephon Diggs, someone you know is reliable, somebody that can actually catch the damn football, you sign him for multiple years, who's been around a future Hall of Famer and Josh Allen. You have a system that you can be able to base off of, knowing that you have that out route, decent tight end, really good run game. You know what I mean? That's how game is run. He did the same thing in Tennessee. He's doing the same thing in New England, and he's making it a winning team.
Okay, yeah, I think it's just a good team, and I think he's a good quarterback. I just wanted to know what y'all think. Um, I want y'all to. I'm gonna do. We're gonna go through this real quick, and then I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to give news and updates, and then I'm gonna wrap up what I have right here, and I'm gonna end the show with the monthly stats because in the beginning of every month I bring stats to the table for everybody to know what's going on. So, who was your guys' best running back this week? Two of them. So we're gonna do running back, receiver. Just so you know, running back, receiver, tight end, and rookie, and then we'll go. We'll do wrap ups, news and updates, and then let everybody know about the views.
What you saying? Running back, tight end, and receiver.
Yeah, you got to pick two out of each position. I already got mine. I wrote them down, and I didn't really watch a lot of games, but I'm gonna just pick off of my instincts. I got the Panthers rookie. I can never remember his name, and Josh Jacobs. For wide receivers, I got George Pickett and Deontay Wicks. I got Kelsey and I got Kittles. For tight end, rookie of the week, I got Shador, and then the Panthers running back. And those are mine. If you're ready, Q, you can go right now. This is the wrap up.
Um, I got Bijan Robinson as my running back. Kittle as my tight end. What were the other ones?
You got two tight ends, two wide receivers, two running backs.
Right.
Okay, Kittle and mm,
You forgot one running back too. Then
okay.
then you just who you feel.
Right. I like Chuba Hubbard from the Panthers. He came back playing pretty good. And then two wide receivers, George Pickens and AJ Brown. AJ Brown showed up. And then George Kittle and um Mark Andrews. He played pretty good.
Dez,
For me, I'm gonna give it to the King, Derrick Henry.
we feeling that. He is a
Um,
king.
yeah, RJ Harvey for my team. He did enough that he produced and he helped us get the dub. Wide receivers, George Pickens, number one, number two. Um, I feel like I'm selling him short, but you know what? I think he did a really good job too. I gotta give it to the rookie, and he's also my rookie of the week because we only have one rookie of the week, right?
Yeah.
All right, and my rookie of the week is Territorial McMillan for the Panthers, and
Um,
my tight ends is that Arizona boy, aka by way of Colorado, Trey McBride and George Hill.
good picks. Those are really good
Yeah,
tight
Trey
ends for
McBride is
rookie.
actually really good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good,
I
dude.
think
He's
I got Shador this week for rookie. Who do y'all have for rookie?
same guy I chose for the wide receiver, Territorial McMillan.
Q.
Well, I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I did have I had McMillan too. He was my pick.
And upset of the week. I got Houston.
Panthers beating the Rams.
Who you got for upset of the week?
My upset of the week.
Mm,
Honestly, my upset of the week was actually the game I chose that you guys didn't want to choose with me, and that is Joe fucking Burrow.
That's a good upset pick. All
good
right,
one. Yeah, it
That is
was.
they had him losing this game, and he came out and said, "Hold my beer."
fellas, we are
I
done.
am Joe. I am Joe Shiesty, and he did whatever that the granny.
So this is closing arguments. So anybody have anything that they want to say right now, or rebuttal, or
Okay, I don't want to get another timeout. Okay, so I'll give it 3 minutes real quick. Okay, that's it. 3 minutes. All right, you ready for it? Okay, Broncos are the best team in the league. Okay, I don't care what anyone else says in this podcast. As Club Shay Shay said in the brief interview. Okay, and you know what Club Shay Shay is, right? That's Shannon Sharp. All right,
yeah,
best tight end to ever do it. Okay, you feel
facts,
me?
facts.
All right, and you know what he said? You know, if you ain't got 10 wins, I don't want to hear foot nor ball comes from your mouth. Okay. All right. So guess what? Don't say foot. nor ball when you talk about football with me. Okay, I want to hear stuff from the Packers. I want to hear stuff from the damn fucking Eagles. I want to hear shit from the damn fucking who is he, a Colts fan? The homie jumped on her. Trust me, trust me, trust me. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, all right. The Denver Broncos are the best team in the league. All right, we're going to be fighting for the run seed up until week 15 when we go up against the Green Bay Packers. That is when we will know who will be the number one seed in the AFC West. I mean, in the AFC period, not just the West, but in the AFC.
King, your final
Timeout.
thoughts?
That
Well, congratulations on your 10 wins. But at the end of the day, there is only one defending Super Bowl champion team,
I guess he can't talk.
and
I
that
guess he
is
can't
the
talk.
Philadelphia Eagles. So never underestimate the heart of a champion. We're struggling right now, but we could very well catch fire as soon as we get in the playoffs, just like last year. We still have all the same players. It's the same team. We just got to get that chemistry back. The energy is just bad right now. But I do feel like we'll be in the mix as a playoff star. We're gonna play our best ball when that happens.
Diggs, you got anything to add?
Yeah, I got two more things to add. Actually, two things first. Number one, and it's actually out to my team. I want to give a quick shout out to Alex Singleton from coming back from his actual diagnosis of being diagnosed with testicular cancer after he found out that he had elevated hormone levels after a random NFL drug test. But he had surgery. He actually played the game last week, and then he had surgery. And then after that, he missed one game, but he
Yo,
came back this
as
week.
somebody that
And
had
and
testicle surgery, that shit fucking is not fun.
Yeah, and with that being said, we're just glad he came back. He was definitely a big boost. He made some big plays in this past game. And another shout out to my boy, Defensive Player of the Year, Patrick Surtain, back in the lineup, healthy as a dog, locked down he locked down number 17 for as long as he could. But hard fought battle. Glad we were winning. And that is my last thing I got to
All
say.
right.
Appreciate for letting me speak.
News and updates. Anybody? Last time for any more late second news and updates? No. If not,
Well, besides
go ahead.
Besides Justin Herbert, he is day to day. He had a successful surgery on his non-throwing hand to repair. I guess he had breaks, two breaks or three breaks in his hand, so he had to repair that. As far as other reports I have written down here, um, Aaron Rodgers is still technically going to be playing next week, regardless of his still messed up arm that he had an issue with, a couple of fractures in. He's still going to be playing next week. What else we have here? Think that's all I have with injuries at the moment, unless you have anything else, Keith.
No, yeah, as far as I know, those are the two concerning ones.
Oh, wait, one more. My bad, I forgot one more thing. The former quarterback, the one that we just beat, he actually might be started next week. He is throwing the ball. He was actually limited in practice before the up to the game. It was not a game time decision. It was going through since the beginning of the week that it was going to be Mariota at starting, but there is a good possibility that he could be starting not this week, this upcoming week, but the very next week, um, depending on coach's decision. But it looks like he was healthy. He was at the game, and that's all. That's all I have on my injuries on this end.
Okay, so now is the wrap up. This is the end of the show. And since it's the new month, I bring up last month's stats to you guys so you guys know what's going on the platform. So after this, we will end the show with this and we'll say our goodbyes. Um, so Facebook is where we get in all of our streams right now. We have the highest total last month. I broke a record this year of 28,000 views in 1 month. 28,430 views. We're up 64% on views. Okay. Reaction videos, we have 634 reaction videos. We're up 100% on reaction videos. Um, let's see. The most viewed videos is Sleepy Bad Ways, Sagittarius birthday thing. Second, Smoking Ball. They have 200 views. Second, or I believe it's one of our recent shows is Smoking Ball. We got 76 views on our last episode. And that's just Facebook. We're up. We're okay. So where we're getting the most views is bad because they're only clicking on for 3 seconds and they're not watching the whole video. There's 2,159 views of people watching 3 seconds of the content. So we got to find a way to improve that. Okay. Next,
Special effects, man.
most
I was,
Special effects, bro. You can't go wrong with it.
yeah, no, everything takes time. We didn't make no earnings. We lost 3 followers. Um, it meant 333 views over a minute. So we still getting views over at least a minute. And then for YouTube, we have a total this month of I think like 664 views. Um, I don't know what all the YouTube shit is, but it's not doing as great as Facebook is. So the YouTube is not as good. Um, the most viewed on YouTube's is viewed video on YouTube is cop laugh after a hit and run. So I think that's it right now. We're 28,430 views for this month. So our streams is up high. That's gonna be our wrap up. Any final thoughts one more time, guys, before we end it? Because this is it. We're done. But I think this is
that,
probably our
that was,
longest show too in history of a show.
Because
Almost.
Broncos are best team in the league. That's why.
Okay,
that was
so we're
up there.
done. I'm gonna end the stream.
Yeah, yeah, we can wrap it up then. Appreciate y'all.